Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami, Yoima, Eloikeichem. Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami, Yoima, Eloikeichem. Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami, Yoima, Eloikeichem. Oy dabru alei Yerushalayim, vekiru eileho. Dabru alei Yerushalayim, vekiru eileho. Dividai Oy vey, oy vey. I don't think you guys know. I don't think all of you know, the people who aren't here, how much strength you guys give me. Mamish, mamish, mamish. I mean, it's mamish, you guys. Mamish, 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 mamish. Maybe that should be the title for tonight. Mamish. Bezrat Hashem. I really need Shabbos. I think we all need Shabbos. My body is beginning to break. I just want that menucha, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, let's continue to long for Shabbos, the covet Shabbos. Everything we do is the covet Shabbos. Also, this chabura is for a quick recovery for Pesach or Uvim ben Yosef Asara. We have a quick recovery and be healthy, 100% healthy very, very soon. So we're going to start off with a tefillah from Rav Nassan of Nimmerov. And he starts out by saying, loving God, help me clear my mind and my thoughts of ideas and theories that are in conflict with the Torah, so that I should not sully my intelligence and sensitivity with sinful thoughts and desires, or sour my mind with erroneous theories. Free me of all doubts and skepticism, and let my mind and my thoughts be clear, pure, and holy. Give me the strength to fight against the bad thoughts, doubts, and sinful desires that come to confuse me. Let me keep them out of my mind entirely. Bezrat Hashem, Chavra, we should continue to strive to have the purest thoughts possible. Mamish, everyone is shining, like we spoke about last night, that everyone's a menorah. That was the bracha that my brother gave to me and I gave to him, really. And I checked out the piece that we're going to go over today. It's starting again. And what I sent to the chat earlier, the Rav Moshe Weinberger video, oh my gosh, it was so gewalt. If you guys haven't seen it, I would check it out. It's a 2-minute video, but 2 minutes is starting to become a long video for our generation. And I'm talking to myself. It's Musser and myself. So it could be, and there we go. Maya, then there was me and you, gewalt. Right, so I checked out this piece. It's called Starting Again. It was connected to the Moshe Weinberger piece. And on top of that, I bought The Lost Princess. What's the Story of Our Lives by Rav Yaakov Klein. I highly recommend it. It's a commentary, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, for anyone who's listening, or Yaakov Klein himself, on The Lost Princess, Rabbi Nachman's most famous story. The Lost Princess is the story of our generation. It's the deepest. And I really tried learning it in depth today and really focusing, and just the piece that I went over connected to the starting again, and then it just flowed. So hopefully we're not all over the place and we end up connecting all the points. So Rav Nachman starts in the Lekutei Teffilot 261. When a person falls from his level, he should know that this is sent from heaven. The purpose of the apparent rejection is to draw closer to him. The reason for the fall is to spur the person to make even greater efforts to draw closer to God. It just seems like this is the month of Elul, in my humble opinion. I think all of us could connect to this, especially during this month. Is like, this is a time of teshuvah, it's a time of restarting, it's a time of starting, right? New beginnings. But what comes along with that, which could be the Yetzer Hara, is about our past. How many times we failed, all of our shortcomings and transgressions. Rabbi Nachman is saying the deepest thing, that this is all sent from Hashem, right? He's sending us maybe those thoughts, maybe the us lowering levels, regressing, for us to come higher, for us to come closer to Him, for us to search for Hashem in those moments. Dafka. The thing to do is to make an entirely new start. Start serving God as if you never started in your whole life. This is one of the most basic principles of serving God. We must literally begin all over again every day. And this may sound repetitive. We went over this a couple of times during our chabura, but it's different every single time. And what just pops up in my mind is start serving God as if you had never started in your whole life. Not only should we restart and understand that every second is a new second, it's new life, it's a new you, but serve God as if you never served Him in your life. I don't even know what that means. If someone has an explanation, you can send it over. But what's also confusing, and this is where we're going to connect some points right now with the lost princess, is that when we drop from these levels, right, the levels that we're accustomed to, the levels that we're trying to get to, it's not easy for anyone. And it's hard to see that Hashem is sending them our way for us to get closer in those moments. It's hard. But according to the lost princess, Rabbi Nachman's deep tale, right, I'm not going to go over the whole story because we would be here for 20, 30 minutes minimum. But the Kitzer, the princess is trying to be freed. And the princess said to someone who's been trying to free her from wherever she was, she said this. She began to cry greatly all over this, saying, "For there is great pity upon him and upon me, for I've been held captive here for so long, and I'm unable to leave. How many immense difficulties and toils he has undergone for so many years in order to free me, and on the day he could have freed me, he lost everything." So I kind of flipped the order because I started to read from the wrong place. And guys, I'm not quoting that by heart. It's just not me. It's impossible. But I could put the Sefer in the description below. But what's so chazak is that the princess in this case is Hashem. And Hashem is seeing us. We're working so hard. We're trying so hard to come closer to Him. We're toiling. Right? Look what we're doing right now. We're stealing Torah. We could be doing a million things right now. We just want to come closer to Him. Yet the princess is still locked up. Still locked up. But while the princess and while Hashem may seem locked up, she and he is crying with us. Wants us to return so badly. The soul of Jerusalem, now I'm just going all over the place. And this is very deep. The Ruach Elokim merachefes al pnei hamayim. And the Spirit of God was upon the waters. What does this mean? This is connected to the lost princess. The Midrash asks, what were these waters? And it answers, they were all the tears that were shed over the destruction. Who is crying over the destruction? The Jewish people were crying, and God was crying. In Hebrew, there is no singular term for water. Mayim is always plural. Since mayim can mean the tears, it's always two tears. In other words, when I am crying, God is crying. There's never been one tear in the world. With every tear that someone sheds, God is crying also. Two tears at least every time. No one has ever cried alone. This is the deepest. And how does this connect to the lost princess of Rabbi Nachman? Rabbi Nachman is telling us to start again. Every second, serve Hashem is as if you've never served him before. But it's hard. Hashem is sending us these nisyonos, these tests, these obstacles to overcome. And sometimes we can regress. Sometimes we can drop into dark places, into the trenches. But we're not alone. Dafka, during those times, Hashem is with us. Hashem is with us, holding our hand and crying with us. Return. You're greater than you were before. See it, feel it, believe in it. We're never alone. We're never crying alone. The princess is always crying with us. God is always crying with us. And hopefully, when we're in Chas v'Shalom, if we're in those places, we could have a little confidence. We could have a little, awareness of the fact that Hashem is holding our hand, walking up the stairs with us to greater and greater levels, to greater and greater heights. Bezrat Hashem, Chavra. I don't know if that connected. I was just feeling it. The lost princess. Hey, the story of our lives. Yaakov, Klein. Oh my gosh. Chavra. Does anyone have anything to say? Maya, you have anything to say? Or anyone on YouTube can comment. We're not live on YouTube, so it's just like a bit.
Wow. Serving Hashem like you've never served him before. That is like, that's fire. That just like blew my mind right there. I'm like at a loss for words. I'm like incredible. Wow.
Baruch Hashem, I mean, it should just give us so much like simcha, so much like, confidence in ourselves. Like whenever we mess up, we're there. Like we could just start again. It's okay. It's Beseder. You're okay. Everyone's amazing. Everyone is so special and precious in Hashem's eyes. All we have to do is believe in the start, believe in new beginnings. It's so chazak. I'm so happy it's sunk with you. Hopefully for the viewers it did as well. Any other comments, questions? Beseder. Bezrat Hashem Chavra. We should just embrace new beginnings, love new beginnings, look forward to new beginnings. And hopefully we could just continue to get closer to Hashem, to be Tveikus Hashem in the highest, deepest place possible. And we should all be healthy, happy, and successful. Maya, I hope everything is going well in Houston. For everyone who's watching, I hope nothing but health, happiness, and success. And Bezrat Hashem Chavra, the Rosh Hashanah is soon. Hanukkah is in 88 days, we all know. And Shabbos is in 5. We're 4. We're thriving. We're mamish thriving. Be well, Chavra.